Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Shadows. Oh man, it's been kind of a while since I've done a live, and I had some things going on stuff like that, so I kind of had to, kind of readjust and everything else. And I took some time, and of course, it was kids' birthdays this weekend, both of them, and so it's kind of a crazy couple weeks and stuff. So, but again, sorry guys, I've been doing much lives and everything like that, but we're sort of back today. So I just can't wait for my partner Carmen to show up. Basically, Brittany, this is our podcast together that we made together called We Love Horror Podcast. And so kind of go somebody kind of everything here with horror. Like for me, I'm a big Mars fan. But tonight we're actually going to be doing a top 5 of our favorite werewolf movies. So we'll go ahead and go and do that when she shows up. So kind of getting everything situated again. But again, we're getting close to the spooky season. We're almost at the end of July. August is right next door, right down the road, basically, pretty much. And then of course, we got September, but of course we all know around the end of August, beginning of September, March is when they start like stores start bringing out their Halloween stuff. So be sure to be seeing those Halloween decor videos, that were the Halloween hunt videos I'll be doing, going to like Michael's, Spirit, and then of course, Walmart, Menards, Lowe's, all those places that have, Halloween decor and of course all their Halloween stuff. So keep an eye out for all those videos there. Of course, Target's good stuff too, so we'll be doing that too. So and I'm pretty much aware that I think what is it? Bath and Body Works just released some of their Halloween stuff out today. They get a chance to go, kind of sucks, but hopefully soon I'll get to go run down there and see what they have. Maybe do a video about it, see what they got right now and everything else. I know they start bringing their fall stuff out, just some of their fall stuff, not a lot of their stuff. So, but we just gotta wait and see. But we got our first comment of the night, Mrs. Shape in the Shadows. Hey, how's it going, Mrs. Shape? She's getting a little one down. Yeah, I was kind of waiting right now for basically Brittany to come in. Oh, but again, I mean, like I said, it's been kind of a crazy couple weeks. Just kind of even feel myself a little bit. Kind of like, So that's things kind of going on and stuff. So I kind of took a break, from away from YouTube doing videos, and that kind of stuff. But while we're waiting for her, kind of talk about certain things. I've seen a lot of stuff, happening for the past couple weeks and stuff like that. When it comes to YouTube, especially. Um, Again, guys, I know there's a lot of stuff that happened, everything else. Um, People, when it comes to YouTube, everybody wants to get a YouTube, get that 1,000 subscribers, get those, 4,000 watched hours, 10 million short views, stuff like that, to get monetized and, get big everything else. That is always great, all hunky dory. But at the end of the day, you are going to have to keep it up. And the thing is sometimes I'm probably the first one to say it, but I see I'm not monetized, so I don't care less. This is like a hobby for me. I do this because I love it. I talk to you guys, have fun, and just show you guys what I do. Pretty much that's all I do. So, pretty much like I said, YouTube will just kind of come in and say, "Hey, you're not getting monetized anymore," and just take it off. It's people that use YouTube as a job or everything else. It does kind of suck in a way. Some not so much, depending on who you are, but. When it comes down to it, it's just it does kind of suck, when it comes to monetization and stuff like that. But I'm not hammering those issues because again, I'm not monetized. I'm kind of close to 1,000 subscribers. Sorry, excuse me. And my watch hours and my views, whatever, are not that really that high. But at the same time, I enjoy this. This is fun. This is fun for me. So just use this. So again, if you want to get into YouTube for all people or getting into everything else, they want to become YouTube creators, everything else, content creators, do it as a hobby, still have your job, everything else just case, this case you get demonetized, who knows. But without further ado, my partner in crime's on, and y'all know, love her, basically Brittany.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. How are you? How's everything going over there?
It's going. Not too bad. Just got done with the kids' birthdays, so.
Oh, that's good. We just had a week worth of birthdays. It's like 3 days in a row. It's like my little nieces, my cousins, and my brother. All 3 days. Boom, boom, boom.
Jesus.
Yeah, but then tomorrow's my little sister's birthday, so it's gonna keep going.
Yeah, my son's he just turned 9 on Saturday, and then Serene just turned 2 on Sunday.
Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday! I bet there's a lot of cake and stuff left over.
Oh yeah, there is. Some cupcakes, a bit of cake here and there.
Yeah, kid parties, man. Gotta love them.
I'm getting chubby. You get back in the gym.
Me, I definitely need to get back. Yeah, in the gym doing something.
So for tonight's episode, for our first episode of We Love Horror podcast, we're gonna be doing. Okay, this is my pretty much. Besides Halloween, this is also my other favorite type of horror films. Is of course monster films too. It is of course werewolf movies.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can you crack that ice any louder?
Sorry. I like your presence be known.
Yeah,
it's okay. I love ice too, so that's me. Like, you got to get that ice out.
Oh man,
I'm done.
You're done. Okay. But yes, it is werewolf movies. I love werewolf movies. Werewolf movies has always been big for me, and I just like the whole thing of werewolves. Is a man turning into a werewolf, a beast, creature, and stuff, and it's always got that enlightenment and everything else, which I do enjoy. And of course, some of it, if you look at lore and books and stuff like that about werewolves, there's been talks about werewolves, in the past, throughout history, so was there actually really werewolves around? Was there actually, something,
Possibly.
So I mean that's always intriguing to see, some like real life type events. So, but again, that's just me though. What about you?
No, yeah, I believe like stuff like that, like mythical creatures, like if dinosaurs used to walk the earth, then dragons definitely used to walk the earth too. Like, so werewolves, all that type of stuff, vampires, I do think like it's like underground type stuff. Like we normal people won't know about it, but it's out there. Like, it's underground stuff. Like how in the movies it is. Like normal people be walking right past all the action, don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's out there. We just have to like get in tune or be invited in.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So for our top 5 favorite werewolf films, so I'll go first. So my top 5 werewolf film. It's not a great movie. It's pretty much a B movie. I mean, kind of like a C movie.
Okay.
I mean, I enjoy it. I laugh. It's funny. It's called Big Bad Wolf. Now, if you guys seen Big Bad Wolf, the werewolf actually talks and makes one-liners and jokes in this movie. CGI is terrible, but the makeup and stuff, he looks pretty decent for a werewolf. He looks pretty decent.
Okay.
But when it comes to like the special effects, the story's not bad. But again, it's just like I said, it's a C movie. It's got the girl who played Marty in Halloween Town.
Okay.
He's
I know
in
who
it.
you're talking about. Yeah.
And then of course the bad guy in Kindergarten Cop, he plays the werewolf. You know, yeah. So
I have to
mean,
look at this. I haven't seen it.
As I said, it's a kind of a B movie and stuff. But I mean, I enjoy it. I really have fun with it. And again, is it the greatest? No, but I think it's funny, and I have a good time watching this film. So that's number 5 for me.
Okay, I have to put that down on my list because I've never seen that before, but I know the 2 main characters, so I have to put that down on my list.
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh yeah. So okay, so my number 5 is also like a funny. It's not even like scary or anything, but it's definitely funny, and it's Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf. I love that movie.
Yes, Teen Wolf is a good movie. Michael J. Fox?
Yeah. Like the original, like the TV show was good too, and then the movie that the TV show did was good. But the original Teen Wolf, Michael J. Fox, that was a really amazing movie. The transformation between him turning from regular into wolf, that was really good. It was funny. And it was kind of like, a mystery aspect to it. Like he had to learn like why this is happening. He had to learn how to control it and how to balance between him, normal him, and then werewolf him. So
yeah,
I thought it was a good movie.
That had a great song at the end. Was it "Win in the End"? Win in the end.
Yeah, the soundtrack to the movie is also really good.
I mean, especially back then, the soundtracks to everything back then was great.
Oh yeah, they had like really good music back then. So
I still say my number 1 album had to be Top Gun.
Oh, Top Gun. Okay, yeah. I didn't see the new Top Gun. I haven't seen the new Top Gun.
It's actually pretty good. I actually enjoyed it.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I have a hard time going to see remakes or like not remakes per se because it's not necessarily a remake, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's actually a sequel to the first one.
Yeah. So it's like, do I go see it? Do I not? I probably see it eventually.
All right. So number 5 for me was Big Bad Wolf. For you, number 5 for you is Teen Wolf. So number 4 for me will have to be The Wolfman 2010 with Benicio del Toro and Anthony Hopkins.
Ooh, I've seen that one. Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one, and I think Benicio del Toro actually did an amazing job playing Lawrence Talbot in it. I love Benicio del Toro. I think he does a hell of a job with his acting. I think he did pretty good.
Oh yeah, like that was a really good movie. Like, I think I've only seen it like a couple of times, but no, it was really good.
And then what is it? And Emily Blunt's in it.
Yeah.
And Hugo Weaving's in it too. You gotta know who Hugo Weaving is. He's the guy in the Matrix, Mr. Anderson. He plays the bad guy.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about now. Like, I'm really bad at knowing people's like real names in real life. So I normally always just call them their movie characters, unless I've seen them like a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it had a good cast, especially with the Anthony Hopkins in it too.
Oh yeah, it did have a really good cast in that movie. Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh God, I really like. I always hate that my movie list. I feel like it's gonna suck. But a movie that I really like. It had really. It was the plot was kind of iffy, like the storyline, and then I kind of hated the ending. But American Werewolf in London is my number 4.
Oh, really, number 4?
Yeah.
Why is it number 4?
I don't know why it's number 4, but it is number 4. I just really one reason that it's number 4 that I was debating on is that I really hated the ending. It just was like I was like I kind of really wanted more to that one. But it was really funny. The best friend, Jack, is it Jack?
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah. Hey, his death, everything after him being dead just kept getting better and better. Like especially when he was in the hospital scene when he first saw him, and like he just had like a little piece of meat dangling the whole time he was
Yeah.
talking, and that's all you focused on when he's talking and moving around. It's a little piece of meat dangling. You wonder when is it gonna fall off? Like is it gonna fall off at any point in time, or but it just keeps dangling there. But
Well, yeah,
that was really good.
Well, he was undead, so he was just basically rotting to death.
Yeah, that was like the best part of watching it. Like especially him rot from like when he first got attacked till the very end. So that was really good. And then also see the other dead body, the other dead people that he killed. I'm like, this is funny. Like his whole like it's like a whole psychological thing also with him transforming into a werewolf. So
yeah, and it's
yeah.
also I do love that scene, especially when he's in there, he's in the porno theater, and he's talking to all the dead people he killed, and they're like, and they're telling him all these ways, kill himself. Hey, put a gun in your forehead and pull a trigger, or hang
Yeah, I was
yourself.
like, oh my God. Oh,
You know?
you're so sensitive to what's going on right now. Well, I guess because he killed, but yeah.
Well, we'll talk more about that. We'll talk more about that one because that's in the top for me. That's in the top 5 for me. So
That's okay.
right,
I know it was like I put it kind of low, but it was like it was between that one and my number 3. But number 3 was just my number 3 was really really good. But you go.
Okay, for my number 3, it's going to have to be the original 1941 Wolfman.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
That's my number 3.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Okay.
with Lon Chaney Jr. I think Lon Chaney Jr. did a hell of a job playing the monster, and of course, in a way, kind of what I like about Lon Chaney Jr. is that he kind of got out of his, like, in a way, somewhat out of his father's shadow, because his father, Lon Chaney Sr., was, the man without his face. He played, the opera, Hunchback. He played all these
everything, all the horror movies. Yeah.
So kind of get out of his shadow, and he kind of got his own role as the Wolfman. He's been basically known for the Wolfman, but in a way, it kind of does suck too, because is of course when it comes to makeup, I mean no one's got Boris Karloff beat at that time, because Boris Karloff, he stood with the makeup on, he didn't complain about it, he did what he's supposed to do for Frankenstein. But yet you had Lon Chaney Jr., who was kind of like oh, is this done yet? Oh, I'm tired of this makeup, and kind of crying and fight, whining and stuff like that. You kind of had those problems. But I mean, again, overall, I think he did a hell of a job playing Lawrence Talbot, and of course, pretty much bringing the Wolfman to life. And of course, there was no, different actors playing, just like the stunt doubles or stuff like that. It was all those actors. Those actors were their own kind of way, their own stunt doubles and their own characters. So I did enjoy that.
Yeah, I mean, back then there was only so much they could, do and pay for.
All right, so what's your number 3?
Okay, my number 3 is going to be Red Riding Hood, 2011. It was
okay. All right, everybody. It's been fun. It's been a good night.
No, you didn't like that movie?
You guys no, I did not like that movie.
Oh, I thought it was really good. A little stupid.
It was
like everything was really, really obvious what was going on.
I mean, I seen the movie. I did like how the wolf looked, but
it was kind of scary and creepy a little bit. It was like a little, horror aspect.
My only thing was it was basically like a thing of Twilight. Basically, it was like another like a spin off.
Yeah,
Twilight.
a little bit.
That's what it was.
And no, everyone who's watching Twilight will not be on my list. I know someone's like watching and like she's gonna say Twilight. No Twilight is on my list.
Well, the thing is the father who played Bella's dad in Twilight. He plays the dad and the wolf in the movie.
Yeah, I
Hey,
can see the
what
comparison.
he said? You know what he said when he was doing Twilight? He's like, "Hey, I want to be a wolf too." He's like, "Well, hang on, we're gonna make a movie called Red Riding Hood. You be the wolf in that one. You be Big Bad Wolf. All right, sounds good to me."
Oh God, that's funny. Yeah, it was just like everything was obvious. Like you knew who was actually the wolf. Like after so long, after like the first or second attack, you kind of like figure out everything that's going on. But I don't know. I really like the story to
Yeah,
it, and it was the wolf was really scary. It was really creepy, and especially how like the town started turning quickly on each other and was like ready to accuse and kill anyone that they thought was the wolf, like just in case. So that's why I like it.
all right, so that's your number three.
That's my number three.
All
Do
right,
not judge.
so my number two is going to have to be Silver Bullet.
Oh, okay. You know what? I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Silver Bullet?
I haven't. I don't think I've ever seen Silver Bullet before.
It's
Because
got,
I was
I think
because I think I get it confused with no, that's a different movie I
well,
get
it's
confused
got
with.
it's got Gary Busey in it, and it's got Corey Feldman in it. And it's so basically, so it's a kid in a wheelchair. He's in the wheelchair.
Is that what that movie's called? Silver
Yeah,
Bullet?
Silver Bullet.
Okay, I don't think I've ever gotten that movie name right. I've seen it before, but I don't think I've ever gotten that movie's
Yeah,
name right. I think it's something I just watched
he was a kid in the wheelchair, and then of course we find out that the werewolf is actually the preacher or the father in the church.
the whole time. Yeah, because I remember watching. What movie was I watching? Um, what movie was that? Not was it The Grudge? No, it's not The Grudge. The Ring.
The ring.
The last one, and you
Yeah,
know how in the end we found out it was the preacher that was blind. That was that's, and then I was like thinking in the theater, I was like, that's the same as that one movie with the guy in the yeah. Okay, I never thought that. What did I think that movie's name was? If not Silver Bullet, I don't know. But now I know the name of it, and I have to rewatch it with the
yeah.
correct knowing of the name.
I mean, I enjoy Silver Bullet. I really love it. I mean, Gary Busey, he's funny, and I really enjoy his character. I really enjoy him. And then of course, when you find out that the werewolf is actually the preacher or the father, or whatever, it's pretty like it's. I mean, in a way you do find out that he is. When I first watched it and when I saw like the dream sequence where everybody's turning werewolf, he's like all freaking out. I'm thinking like he sees visions of like werewolves and he's going like, oh, this is what's killing the town. We need to help. I need to try to stop this any way I can. And then later on, you find out that he is a werewolf. I was like, what?
Yeah, like the whole time.
Yeah, so I mean, but they gave you like a hint of who was the werewolf in a way. So
Yeah, like who was the werewolf? Yeah, that was shocking at the end. I think that was what like one of the movies, like one of the endings, like the who done it or the mystery. When you find out who it is, it's like oh, so it was you the whole time. So then you kind of get mad at yourself for like not going back and catching the clues, and then when you rewatch, you try to go back and look at the clues to what you didn't notice about that before.
yeah.
So oh, that's that's a good number two. That's a good number two.
All right, what's your number two?
Okay, so my number two is like a recent movie. It's Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by Night.
Yes, Marvel did it. It came on Marvel.
Was that the one that was on Disney Plus?
It's like a short, like mini movie series,
Yeah.
but they're supposed to be continuing it. So it's like a one big long episode basically, but they're going to continue it. But it was really really good. The storyline was amazing, and then also they did something different to where when you see the werewolf like transforming, you don't actually see it, but you it's weird because it's like we're seeing the shadow, the silhouette, and like it, and then you're hearing the screams. So it's like really, then you're seeing the face of I forget what her name was, of the lead. What was her? It was the main lead. They had him in this jail, and they knew the people on the outside knew what was going to happen. He was going to transform, and so to see the terror, see him transforming through her eyes, it was really creepy. I don't want to give too much away because you haven't seen it, but it was really good to see the transformation, like without seeing it, but you know what's happening.
Yeah.
And it makes you even more excited to actually see the full transformation when you actually see him in like light and like straight forward on.
Oh, I thought probably would watch that because I seen it. I never got a chance to watch it. I mean, I was thinking about watching it. I'm like, oh man, watch this, and I'm like, oh well, nah, I'll watch this instead.
No, it's really good. You should give it a watch. It's really good. And if you've read the comics or seen anything else about it, it's pretty forward with that. And then you get some of the other characters that come in.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty good.
I'll have to check it out.
I'll give it a look see.
All right, so for my number one, it's going up. Of course, it is American Werewolf in London.
Oh, that's your number one. Okay.
See that right there is my all-time favorite werewolf movie. I love that movie, and you know the atmosphere. I love the atmosphere. You know, because like I said, I love that type of atmosphere, that type of look. And of course, I always wanted to go to, like places like Ireland and Scotland.
To travel, yeah,
those type of places, and it just you kind of get that feel, with the. I mean, I know it's like. Am I lagging out?
Yeah, I think you did just a little bit, but okay.
Yeah.
Are you back? Are we good?
Yeah, I think I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
You good? You good? You're not robot-y no more.
Right. I think it's because I think got a storm coming, so I think it's kind of like missing.
We had a really bad storm a couple of days ago. It like woke me up in my sleep. The power went out, and I was like, "Well, I can't go back to sleep. The air went off. The fan went off. I'm just gonna have to sit up now."
But like I said, the whole atmosphere, I really enjoy it. And then of course, every character that was in there, you actually loved. You actually enjoy the characters. Everyone that was in there, you enjoyed. There wasn't one you were like, oh man, this guy's getting annoying, or oh, this guy is freaking annoying, or oh my god, is she going to die? Hopefully she dies. There was none of that. I was
actually hoping the opposite. I was hoping that he did not kill her. I was just like, please don't kill her. This is like been like a really cute love story, but like kind of fast because a homegirl really just brought this stranger to her house. Like, I don't know how safe London was back then, but like, girl, bad judgment call. I mean, not really because he turned out to be okay besides being a werewolf, but
yeah, because ultimately she again when he came to the hospital, she's flirting with him, whatever, they kind of a little thing. And then, he's like, hey, I saw my dead friend Jack here. And, I think I'm going to lose my mind. I think I'm a werewolf. And, I say, well, hey, why don't you come to my flat? You got a place to stay? Why don't you stay with me? Okay, they go, their dog, whatever. She's like, well, I'm going to go in the shower. So why don't you make yourself comfortable? He's like, and also she goes off of the shower. The music cues, and he starts whistling like
5 minute love scene.
then of course, then we. I mean, that's still. I think that was a good song to put because you get the, it.
Oh yeah, no, good soundtrack.
Yeah, moon dance. It's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars above in your eyes. Yeah, that. I mean, that's kind of romantic in a way. Like kind of romantic. Like for the love scene. I mean.
Yeah, it makes you think about champagne.
I mean, but then of course, but you also get what? You get 3 versions of Blue Moon played, and I mean, again, I love the I think it's called I call them the Miracle, but they're called the Marcells.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
the Marcells. Yeah, they had their version of Blue Moon at the end. They get crazy. Boom, 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 ding, 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 dong, ding, blue moon.
Oh yeah, that's to do that at the end. Yeah, that's really that's one of my favorite songs when it gets to the end. I like that one.
And then to me, of course, as I said plenty of times, when it comes to Miracle from London, I believe in my heart and this is my opinion. You guys can have your own opinions, whatever you guys want. But me personally, Miracle from London had the best, hands down, the best transformation scene ever.
I
using
did like the transformation scene.
using
Yeah.
makeup, practical effects. There was no CGI or nothing, and I think they did the best job. Now, someone wants to argue with me about the Howling had the great effect, but again, in the Howling, the guy wasn't even moving. You know, he's again, it goes back to like the old Wolfman with the Lon Chaney Jr., the 1941 one, where he just sits in a chair and then he starts to change. You know what I mean, with not actually moving around. Same thing with the Howling. He's basically just standing there, and you know everything's changing as he's there. You know, he's just standing there. But I do like the way that Rick Baker had it to where you're feeling that pain. You know, you're moving around. You know, bones are being cracked. You know, and you're just in so much pain. You know, and you're like, oh my god, you know, this hurts. You know, because your bones.
Yeah, there's no way you're staying still for like your bones breaking. Like, there's no way you're staying still for that. And
Yeah,
like,
there was no way.
it's not realistic for them just to sit there and just all of a sudden be a werewolf. It's like, no, that's pain. It's painful.
Yeah, especially when he got back on fours and he does this, he's like and then his face pushes out. You know, and it starts to go. I mean, I think that. So I think.
Yeah, that's a really good transformation.
Yeah, to me, it will always be number one transformation of any werewolf movie. I mean, nowadays we got the CGI where we can see them transform into werewolves and everything else, but
yeah,
something with that, with the practical effects, makeup, all that stuff, hands down the best.
Oh yeah, definitely the practical effects on that movie was really good. Like I said, with the best friend, that was my favorite part because I used to like when he likes to hallucinate and see him because it was just like the banter between them two was hilarious. Like he was just like he's still, you know, his best friend was like, dude, your best friend is dead and you're obviously having a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
So you're like talking to nothing right there. You look crazy doing that. And then, like I said, the girl made like bad judgment call.
Well,
Don't take strangers to your house.
I do like it after the love scene. You know, David gets out of bed and stuff, whatever, and he goes to the bathroom, and he closes that mirror, and there's Jack right there. He's like, you're not real. You know, he's like, oh, don't be a putz, David. Come here. You know, and he's like walking, he's like looking, he's like, oh, the nurse, huh? Nice. And then when they're sitting down, it's funny because they're sitting down there, and he's like, what the fuck do you want, Jack? And then Jack's sister is like, I wanted to see you. And he grabs a little Mickey Mouse and does this, hi, David.
Yeah, that's so weird. I'm like, sir, like, stop. Like you're making me freak out. We've already been through something where you're supposed to be dead, but you just keep showing back up.
But that was the whole thing because it was like, so my thing was when it came to the whole like the in limbo type, right? Because they were the undead. They were in limbo right now because you know they were killed with an unnatural death, you know, supernatural death by werewolves. So they're like in limbo, so like in between or whatever, right? So they're of course decaying and stuff. But I always wondered like what happened to the other ones?
Oh yeah, like the other like undead of the other
the previous werewolf, because again, so like I said, this werewolf killed Jack, not David. But Jack's back to with Davis. It doesn't make sense because David didn't kill you. The other one, the other werewolf did.
Yeah, that's one thing that was confusing the whole time because it's like, wait, so are we counting his death because y'all were like together and you survived? So it's like survival's guilt or something. That's what I feel like they kept on making it seem like.
Or maybe before Jack died, when the werewolf scratched David and turned David, and you know got the infection in David, and now he's a werewolf. Then Jack slowly died, and then it's like the thing got passed to David. You know, the werewolf got killed. So I mean, that's my kind of theory, I guess, on that. But I mean, overall, that's still a number one for me because I do love that movie. It's funny, it's horror, it's comedy, all wrapped up in one. They told John Landis that you can't do this. You can't have horror and comedy together. You can't do it. You got to pick one. He says, I'm doing both, and it paid out.
And it worked. It's like it definitely worked. Those the two actors, I forget who the main two actors are for Jack and David. Great like chemistry as best friends.
Yeah.
Like even being creeped out, looking dead, like they still had like the same banter and stuff. So that was really good. That was really good in the movie.
So what's your number one?
Okay, so my number one, well, it's kind of hard to pick because I kind of lied to you guys. I know I said earlier that I didn't put Twilight down, but I have a horrible confession to make. Um, as hard as I'm kidding. No, I didn't put any Twilight movie down. I just wanted to see what your reaction would be if
Oh my God,
I.
really? Okay. Before you go to number one,
Okay,
I just want to say one thing about Twilight. They are not werewolves. They're not.
they look like big dogs, really.
They're not werewolves. And so basically, in Native American lore, or whatever, they are called skin walkers.
Hmm.
Skin
They
walkers.
break it down in the movie, and they also break it down in the book if you read the book.
But everybody says they're werewolves. Werewolves, no, they're skin walkers.
Yes, I got stuck to reading all the books, and then I went and saw all the movies. So yeah, even in the book when Bella's at the bookstore and she's reading through like the history of um what were they works whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't that what it is? Yeah. So she's reading the history upon the tribes and everything. That's what it says in the book. So technically, yeah, werewolves, but no, they're not werewolves. Um, and so I lied again because Twilight is number one for me. I'm kidding. No. Okay, so my number one is actually the Underworld, the Liking. Um,
The
no,
Rise of
is it?
Aliens.
Yeah, the Rise of the Lycans. Yeah,
Oh,
I really like that movie.
that is a good movie. So the Underworld Rise of Aliens was actually like a prequel to
Of
the
how, yeah, to the Underworld because we see the real actual Celine.
yeah.
Because in the Underworld movie, she thinks she's Celine, but she's not the actual daughter. She was like transformed kind of into her, but she wasn't
Yeah,
her. So this is good to see
you
a good
actually see,
prequel.
yeah, you actually see Victor's real daughter and why he killed her and everything else because she mated with a werewolf, and of course, with
Yeah.
them they were slaves and everything else, and that couldn't happen. I mean, that's against the bloodline, and of course, mixing the bloodline, and of course, she was pregnant with a half vampire, half Lycan baby.
Mhm.
That
And it
was
really
good
goes
knowing
back
Victor.
to show us what like the beef was about in the underworld, like how everything got divided because Celine was told everybody was told different stories, but when we go back to the prequel, we see what happened.
But see,
They didn't want to be slaves.
though I can understand the whole war, but like after that, I mean, like like every Covenant like leader died. Victor died. Marcus died. So it's like okay, what we have. So I mean, it's like why couldn't they just? But you do see like later on during the movies, you see like some of the vampires and werewolves. They kind of got together. Hey, I'm tired of this
Hmm.
fighting stuff. But then you got the ones that no. Werewolves rule. No. Vampires rule.
Yeah.
It's still like the feud is like why you even do that to yourselves? I mean, you're all of you are immortal. It's like, hey, let's just like stop this fighting nonsense and let's just kind of like hang out or something, have a beer.
Yeah, like we've been fighting for thousands of years, and at this point, the fight should be over. Like
Yeah,
it's
it's
getting
getting
kind of old.
tired of this.
Like could we just agree to disagree and maybe like every once a month come together for a meeting and talk terms? Let's do it civilly
Yeah,
instead of killing every
have
day.
your have,
Hunting.
have your vampire covenants, have your werewolf packs, and then
Yeah.
we'll come together. Like I mean, all right, guys, what's going on today? One of your vampires guys came like our territory, like starting problems, and he kind of got snapped up. That's because he just caused problems and he killed one of our guys. So we kind of snapped him up. So what are you gonna do about this? And the vampire be like, all right, you know what? We're gonna do nothing because you know what? It was his fault. He started the problem first, so we'll let it go. All right.
Yeah, we'll do better with our people, keeping them from causing ruckus. For full moons, we still have safety places. Let us know if things get rowdy over there. if you can control your people during a certain full moon, let us know. We can help. I just feel like for them to keep fighting and fighting and fighting up
Yeah.
until like what was the last underworld movie? I
Oh, it
forget
was
what the last.
Underworld Awakens.
Yes, so
No,
like they
no, it was Underworld Blood Wars.
Blood Wars, because Awaken was the one where we found out that she had a daughter.
Yeah, and
They yeah.
what I hate about Blood Wars with the okay, I hated that they took Michael away.
Yes, for all that happened in what was that the third one or fourth one, Awaken?
Yeah, Awakens. Yeah, okay, so Awakens. Awakens. So Celine, her daughter, and Michael, they both got captured, but
Mm-hmm.
Michael ends up. They all end up escaping. Of course, Michael ended up escaping at the end of the film. So when we lead to Blood Wars, we're trying to find out what happened to Michael. Like, where'd he go? And then it turns out that this other werewolf guy found him, knew who he was, and then slit his throat,
Yes.
and then drained him of his blood. And it's kind of like, wait. So you mean to tell me that Michael, who is half vampire, half Lycan, and in the second one, Lily had a thing pierced through his heart.
Mm-hmm.
Pierced through his heart and literally died. Came back to life and fought.
Oh, I think you froze up again. Uh-oh. 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 Are
All
you back?
right. So, anyways,
Okay.
so like I said, like literally got a thing, his heart gone, literally dies, right? Then he comes back, fights with Celine, and at the end of the movie for the Underworld Evolution, right?
Mm-hmm.
For all that, he was like in a way established as the most powerful thing on Earth in a way, because he was half vampire, half Lycan. He's like the powerful. He was stronger than both breeds, right?
Yeah, because then he had something special with his blood. Because in
Yeah.
the first one, that's what they were specifically looking for someone within the bloodline, and they did something special to his blood, so he was like almost like a super liking at first, and then he killed who was that? Was that Victor in the first one?
Yeah, he
All
killed
the lead ones like blurred together because they all they all were like it's like Victor and was it Malcolm or
Marcus.
Marcus? Yeah. So yeah, then he killed him, and then like he turned into like a what was it? A half breed super Lycan type vampire. It was just crazy. So I didn't know how it just killed me that was his story. That was it.
Yeah, he got his throat slit, and that was it.
For
It's
five
like,
5 minutes.
what?
Took 5 minutes of the movie to tell us that. I was so devastated. I was like, so we waited a whole nother movie to find this out. We could have really did this at the end of the last one if this was it.
Yeah, but again, though, what I'm thinking was they were trying to get the actor who played him back, and I guess I don't know if he didn't want to come back or he was busy, but he did not come back to play Michael. So in a way, I'm guessing instead of like recasting him, they just
Like, hey, can you just come do one day? Just do one day and we get you out of here.
do 2 days so we get like 10 scenes, 20 scenes with you, and then we'll cut you loose.
Yeah, like we'll get you a nice check. Thank you for being here for the. But I was like, man, that really made me mad with that one because I was like, we didn't get an ending story to them. It just was like he's dead. That's it. I was like, well, Celine, what do we do now, girl?
Well, now
I'm
she got her
just
daughter.
devastated.
Well, she's got her daughter. Now she's like a leader of the covenant too. Now she's one of the elders.
Yeah.
With what's his face is with that one guy. No, he's like the leader of the vampires now too.
Yeah.
Because again, we found out that his mom was the one, the first one that got killed on the train in the first one. That was his mother. But dad didn't want, but that kind of sucks too because you're an elder, but you're just like, hey, I gotta hide my son because I'm not supposed to do this, so I gotta hide my son. No one knows who he is, So it's like, oh man, they finds out that his mom was, one of the elders, and now it's his birthright to be an elder, So it's kind of like, okay, I kind of see that. I mean, I like his character, and I think they gave him a good storyline.
Mm-hmm.
But when it came to like again, it's just like an endless battle. Like again, when it came to Underworld, it was all endless battles.
Yeah, it was just fight scene after fight scene. I was like, we can't even gain information because all y'all doing is fighting. Like no
But
one's gaining
that's all they
information.
wanted to do. That's all they wanted to do. Even when it came to hell, even when the humans found out they were vampires and werewolves, they started killing them.
Yes.
It's like and they had to like hunt and survive. But then of course the werewolves are still trying to be the rulers, and the vampires are still trying to be the rulers. So it's like, oh my god, you got this endless nonsense.
So yeah, it's like the humans just showed the vampires and lichens like there's no way we can come out and be known now because they're gonna kill us. And then so it's like a fight within a fight within a fight because they're fighting to exist amongst us, but then we're fighting against them, and then they're fighting amongst each other to see which one's gonna rule the underworld, the like between the monsters and stuff. It's crazy. It was crazy.
And what we found out was in I guess the fourth one, that the humans wouldn't have known there was vampires and werewolves unless the werewolves didn't tell the humans they were there.
Yes, because they were trying to get back at the vamp because of everything that was going on with who was the dude that was portraying the leaders at the beginning?
No, he was like he was like a scientist or a doctor or something. He was like doing experiments on
No,
like
the one who worked for the vampires, the one who was like lying to the one who was like hitting on Celine at the beginning.
Oh, that one?
Yeah,
Crazy.
everything started because of him because he was like work like double agent, but still working for his best interest. Yeah. That's it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and he ended up dying at the beginning of the second one.
It didn't last long. I couldn't wait. I was like, ugh, Celine does not want you. And then girl was like falling for him real hard. I'm like, ugh, I was so glad. He's like, you go too.
Yeah, I don't think she
But the
died.
underworld all together with the likings because they're in all the movies. They're really good. They're really creepy, really scary. Like when I think werewolf, that's what I think about. Like they look like a werewolf.
Yeah, I do like the practical effects, like the suits they were in, the werewolf suits. Those are actually pretty cool, And I do like that whole, that hybrid type thing because he had like this kind of like this bluish skin. I thought it looked pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that was really good. Especially like the black skin. That was really creepy. I was like, oh my god. And then like because with the face part, everything was black, even the eyes. So like you really couldn't tell what was going on with Michael there. I was like, okay, that's really creepy.
Well, anyways, that is our top 5 werewolf movies.
Yay! This was fun for the
first episode.
Episode.
Yeah, like I said, it's been a while since we got to do live, man. Like I said, just life kind of got to me and stuff like that. So it was kind of like pretty much been hibernating, in my cave and stuff, and away from the world and everything else.
I know I understand because sometimes like you just feel like just shutting away and just like handling what's like basically just inside like your house, like the box.
Yeah.
So I understand. I'm kind of the same way sometimes. Sometimes just like the outside world can get just a little overwhelming, and you just need like a little woosah of peace.
But again, we're doing let's do some lives again coming up, and then of course it's going to be getting that close to our time of the month, to our time of the year.
I'm so excited. I'm already planning costumes out. I'm not sure if we're going to like all match together or just have the kids match, but I love picking out costumes. That's my favorite part.
Oh, well,
that's one of my favorite parts.
For me, I'm going to be Michael as always. Cal, he said he wants to be Michael again this year. He's what he said. I'm not 100% sure if he's going to or not. And then Serenity, I kind of want her. I want to see if the Sam costume fits her because it was a little size bigger. So hopefully it'll fit her. If it does fit her, she'll be Sam again. But I was thinking on making her be Sally for this year. Sally.
No.
Miss Shea doesn't want that. She don't want to be Sally. But so it's been kind of up in the air between what we want. For me, of course, before she gets older and wants to be, a princess or some kind of, Disney character or something.
Yeah,
I would like to have
the next big movie or something. Yeah.
I mean, she's been in Encanto, the movie Encanto.
Oh, that was really
Yeah,
that was a really good movie. That was a
yeah. So
that had really good vibes. That was
she
some
got
fun movie.
everything in Encanto. She even has some kind of Encanto dress type thing. So it's kind of like she's been kind of in that. But I kind of at least get one more year to put her in something spooky Halloweenish that I enjoy for one last
Yeah.
time. You know what I mean? So either it'll be Sam. Or I really want to do a Sally.
No.
Maybe like a Sally. I kind of want to do that, or maybe even like a female Jack Skellington. Type thing, whatever.
That would be cute. She's like, no.
You're not doing that to my child.
Why? What's wrong with Sally? In a way, Sally is like a Disney princess in a way.
In a way.
In a way.
A Disney princess is a Disney movie.
It is a Disney movie. And she's like somewhat like she actually is a queen now. She's the pumpkin queen.
Then who's gonna dress Jack with her?
No one's gonna dress with Jack. Why could she just be? I mean, heck, I dress as Michael Myers. You don't dress as Laurie Strode.
You don't have to. You're on Laurie Strode the only one he kills.
And I don't see you dress up as Dr. Loomis.
Why don't you just dress her up as Jamie Lloyd?
Jamie Lloyd?
Yeah.
Ooh, I could dress as Jamie Lloyd.
Oh yeah. She can be the same clown costume that she won for.
Yep.
That would be really cute.
The only thing is I can't. The only problem is that I can't find that costume in like a small kid size.
Oh, you can't. What was the costume that she won the second one? Oh, she was like a princess in the second
Yeah,
one.
like princess. Yeah. So I
Well,
mean, I did find that costume online, but the only problem is it's an adult costume. I didn't find no kids costume. It's an adult costume. So that's again, it's like I can't put her in an adult costume because she can be doing that. She'd be like,
Yeah, no.
she'd be tripping and falling.
What you could do is maybe just find like a dress, or if either one, like a dress that looks similar, or like a little tutu or something looks similar, and then like cut it up, dirt it, like rub it in some dirt or something to give it that worn down. Because she went through a lot that night. Just like that was it was, and you can like get some like stockings, rip them up, dirt, put them in dirt and stuff, make them look like like they've been through what she went through.
But it's gonna be up there. I mean, again, I'm off during the week. She works weekends, so who knows? Maybe when Spirit Halloween opens up, I'll take a little run down there and give me a Sally outfit, costume or something. We'll see what we can do.
I was saying,
Just get away from me.
They'll be out soon, so you can go find some good old costumes. I have no idea what they're going to be. EJ's old enough to now where he picks his costume. So it's whatever he chose. Last year he was one of the Among Us characters.
Yeah.
He was the blue one. So who knows what he'll pick this year. He said something about Stranger Things. What else has he said something about? Ghostbusters and I forgot. He said something else. I can't think of the third one, but those two, I was like, okay, we can work with that. You're gonna be a Ghostbuster.
Yeah, there you go.
I can look that up, and if I can't find the costume, I can definitely make it.
I do know Spirit. They actually sell Ghostbusters costume in Spirit.
Yeah, but
we definitely gonna go to all the Halloween stores when they pop out this year.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite things to do. Just even if I just go like walking through.
Which speaking like the stores where it's Halloween, I'm worried about this year because I had to take mom to PetSmart because she had to get some clippers for her cat, and so I think we got to shave it tomorrow because she got all this matted hair in the back on her back.
Oh yeah,
basically cut all that off. But
not all over.
They were doing something because in the shopping center, because you got Best Buy, then across the street you have like the AT&T, Briars, her nail places there. Then you also have like Vitamin Shop, but then there's like another center right connected to it. You had Sports Authority, you had Gordon's, you had Bath and Bodies, and then you have Old Navy. Well, Bath and Bodies is closed down. They already closed that down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, Bed Bath and Beyond, whatever. And then you had Gordon's. They're tearing up their whole thing on Gordon's. They're tearing up the concrete.
Something is moving in there. I don't know what they're doing, but something's moving in there.
Yeah, but then I see them over at Sports Authority where Spirit Halloween has been there for the past 2 years. They're doing stuff on the side of that wall. So I'm wondering if Spirit Halloween is going to be there this year. So I'm really hoping it is. If not,
They'll pop up probably somewhere else. Normally they'll put out signs or something and let you know where they'll be.
Well, see, I'm already way ahead of you there because on Spirit Halloween's website, for everybody who wants to know, they said that after July 24th of this month, after the day, whatever, then they'll be putting out the locations of all the spirit stores all around the world.
Okay. They would say, well, they always kind of have it in the same place here, but because like they normally put it in like one in the mall, and there's like a little empty store lot some close around the mall area.
But
so
see, I know there's a vacant. I know there's a vacant place.
It might be put in David Bryant.
Well, no, I know there's a vacant place over there by the movie theater, by AMC. Over there, you know where Big Lots is over there.
Yeah, but that's not in the center of town. They won't do it there.
Oh, they might do it there. They did. Well, they did. They did it there. They did it there before sports already closed down. They did it there before, so they might do it again there. Because if they do it again there, I'll be there all the time because it's kind of close by us than the sports already is. So I'm there every day. I'm getting there like camping.
Getting early, bright and early. They'll be like, "Oh, the same guys out here again."
Like Michael's out here again. I'll be dressed up.
Yeah, I normally go to all the stores, and then normally I pick. We go and look and see what everything has, and then if we don't find like one place, like I'll ask EJ what he wants to be. If we can't find it, then we'll go to the next one until we find eventually something that everybody wants. So we end up normally going to look around everywhere.
Yeah.
So I can't wait till they start popping up, and I'll definitely be looking at Spirit Halloween's website page to find out where it's going to be near me.
Well, too, like I said, Miss Shape said too that Bath and Body Works, they released some of their Halloween stuff today.
Oh yeah, Jazzy was telling me about that. She sent me a message about some of the stuff they have out, and I can't wait because I stay up in Bath and Bodies.
Me too. I like that perfect pumpkin and that. I think my favorite scent is that vampire's blood.
Copycat.
We still got the vampire blood candle that I kind of like sometimes. It's got a good smell.
Oh, it smells really good. It's like really good scent to it.
But see, I don't go to Bath and Body Works unless it's during the Halloween season when they got all their stuff out.
I go all the time. You can never.
Oh yeah, when she forces me to. You hear that? When she forces me to go Bath and Body Works. But get this.
She
right?
should.
Well, get this. last week. The thing's like it was a couple weeks ago because I took Sunday off for my mom's birthday, and it was on Saturday. I got off work. She was like, "Hey, let's go out there and let's have a little date, just us two." So okay, it's fine. Well, then she tells me, she goes, "Hey, I forgot to tell you that Bath and Body Works, they had on their website that they're bringing out their Halloween stuff. Some of the stuff's in stores." I'm like, "Oh, really? We got to go check it out." So I'm thinking, I may have to do a video, do like Code Orange, Hunt V, whatever. We get in there. And I go straight to the lady. She's like, "Hey, what can I do?" Of course, she's right there by the door. "Hey, welcome to Bath and Body Works. How may I help you?" I said, I went right to her. I said, "Where's your Halloween stuff at?" And she's like, "Oh, well, we don't got anything out yet." I was like, "What?" And I'm looking at her. I'm like, she said that on the website you got your stuff out. So I need to know exactly what location you have.
What I said was we had a sneak peek, and they may have stuff in the store. Don't know where.
No, you didn't. You said they probably got some in the store. So let's go. So all right.
First of all, she said anything she had to say to get you to go to Bath and Body Works, just to go look.
Well, yeah, when she said Halloween stuff, I'm like, I'm jumping off.
What we bought.
Well, we ended up buying my mom
your mom's birthday gift.
My mom's birthday gift.
I didn't even get nothing.
Well, good. You don't need to get nothing.
Shit, I want a lotion.
You don't need you get. We need a lotion. There's plain lotion in there. Pick one. You also have in there.
Bath and Body Works, you never know what new lotions or scents they have. You have to just like every so often go and just smell around.
I still have my Bath and Body Works. Like I think pumpkin patch, whatever it is. I still got that lotion in there. That body cream. She can use that.
But I'm sure she has one that she wears like all the time, and the other ones are like just backups. But there's that one that's just her scent. Because I have that one spray.
They're doing the body lotion every day. after I get out of the shower.
You still got plenty in there.
No, I don't.
You got that pumpkin one in there.
I can't use the creams. The creams are different than the body lotions. Creams are for like your hands or your feet.
How much you want to bet? If I go in there and I'll find some body lotion, how much you want to bet?
There's 2 bottles in there. That's only going to last me about 2 weeks.
2 bottles in there will last you 2 weeks?
I put it on every day.
So a big old bottle of lotion will last me months.
I put it on head and toe.
I just put it on my arms and my chest and my face.
Head to toe. All over.
Yeah, head to toe, lotion, head to toe.
Head all over this. And there's a lot
of and then like I have like special like scents and combinations I use.
Yes.
To get that certain, aroma that I enjoy.
Men and women are just different.
And sometimes I mix it up. Like sometimes I want one aroma, and then like with the sprays, it's like a whole different thing because you gotta like certain spray. Sometimes you can do different combinations. You can do 2 of 2 different kinds, or you can if you really want that bang, you can do 3. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. We girls, we have a method to our sprays and lotions.
Yeah. So again, women they want to smell good. They want to look.
Hey, I don't be hearing you complain when I smell good. So.
And then guys, well, for me anyways, I rather like look and smell like Michael Myers or look and smell like a Spartan.
Alexander. Kiss my mouth.
That's just me.
But no, it's like we like that. We like for someone to be like, "Oh my God, what do you have on?" We enjoy that. We enjoy that compliment. Or when we walk out of a room and we know people are still like, "Oh, so and so just left. It smells like this." Like I heard this thing that Rihanna always smells good, so I have a bottle of her perfume, and I spray that with a combination of a Bath and Body Works. Pure Wonder, I like that one, and Beat is my other one that I go to.
The only I use is my Dr. Squatch. It's the only thing I use. Dr. Squatch soap. I either use pine tar, Spartan scrub. What is the other one?
The coconut one.
The coconut one. Coconut
smells really good.
And then my favorite one is the Brick of the Dead, which only comes up during the Halloween time.
I
do want to try that werewolf watch. Now the Star Wars ones are pretty good. I like Star Wars ones; they're not too bad. But majority of the stuff I use, like shampoo wise, is mainly Fresh Falls or Pine Tar. But again, that's the only thing I get in the bars too, because they sell them at Walmart, and we found that at Target too. But I usually get mine from Walmart. So the majority of the sense of the soaps they have, the bar of soaps, is Pine Tar, Fresh Falls, Wood Bourbon Barrel, and then they got that Birchwood. And we found the Coconut Oasis. Like that.
Coconut always smells good, so that's a good combination.
And I use a deodorant, so I pretty much everything I use on my body is Dr. Squatch. Deodorant, shampoo, soap.
Okay, so therefore you can't say nothing because the stuff, how much you pay for your Dr. Squatch is about as much as I actually pay less.
But guess what? Guess what?
Bath and Body gives us very good discount.
Because my stuff don't have chemicals in it.
I don't
Mine's
care.
all natural.
But Bath and Body gives very good discount. Like you can go get 3.
Hey, when I put that soap on, when I rub my body in the shower, I feel the cleanliness. Like there's no chemicals, there's no harsh things going in my pores and trying to kill me. It's all clean.
Guess what?
But Bath and Body, when you get out, you feel soft and you smell good.
Exactly.
And non-natural products with synthetic detergent, and
it has some natural. It has some natural, ingredients in there.
Some little natural stuff in there.
But no matter whatever it takes to get the smell, to get that aroma, to get that soft, silky skin. That's all we're asking for.
Oh, yeah, I get that nice, soft, silky skin with that Dr. Squatch.
We want that, everlasting young look, and Bath and Body Works gonna get us there. I'm telling you, they're gonna make the key to you, and you're gonna regret not ever shopping at Bath and Body Works because you're gonna be missing out.
We went from talking about werewolves to go Halloween hunting, steal Halloween, and Bath and Body Works. What we put on our bodies.
Okay.
Oh, this is
It's very that's very important in the horror world because you're watching scary movies, you're sweating. Gotta make sure you smell good. That's very important.
very important. Oh, but anyways, guys, thank you for coming along to our first episode of We Love Horror Podcast. And then we're going to figure out what's on topic for our next episode. I can't think we did. So I think we did we did werewolves. Maybe we'll start talking about some upcoming movies are coming out, some upcoming horror films coming up. So maybe go and do that. And yeah, so you got anything you want to say before we head out?
No, not really. I mean, catch me same place, same time normally here and on my other channels and sites and stuff. So yeah, not really doing much right now. It's kind of just like play by ear type of thing. So
and of course, guys, I got stuff coming up as well. Pretty much in the next couple months, of course, when Halloween stuff starts coming out, I'll be doing Halloween hunt shoppings. And then, of course, I said before, this October, me and Miss Shape are going to Scarefest that weekend. So, so you guys see us there, of course, stop and say hi. Like, it's going to be fun. First horror convention ever. They've got big names going to be there, like Kane Hodder, James Courtney, and all like that. So they're always guys are working pretty good. So I really can't wait to go. And then, of course, we are. Let me see here. Let me see if anything has changed.
yeah.
And we are at 995 subscribers.
Woo!
5 away from 1,000. So if you guys know anybody who likes horror and likes Michael Myers and unboxings and lives like that, go ahead and bring them over here to the channel. And for me to get 1,000 will be awesome. And I think that's all I need is just 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah. So tell a friend that knows a friend to tell a friend. It will be good.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody, thank you all for watching. And always remember, my friends in the shadows, the shape is always in the shadows. Always. Later, everybody.
Bye.